Welcome back to Open, everyone. You know I was inviting you to get social with us. That's right. Tweet us at Bronxnet TV, and while you're there, tweet me too at Rhina Valentin. Our next guest has been a chef for about 8 years, and she's, well, all about providing health-conscious recipes for her clients, and she believes everyone should be aware of the food they're consuming on a daily basis. And today, she's going to teach us to make a healthy and tasty pasta dish that we all can enjoy. Please welcome Chef Iliana Manganiello. Manganiello.
Yes.
I said it right.
You
right?
did.
Right?
You
and
did.
I just want to congratulate you on recently becoming a mom.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I'm
Thank
just
you.
like, I'm on this kick of Mother's Day is every day.
Yes, yes. It's super exciting. It's such a great journey.
And how far along is the baby?
I am about 5 months, and I have a 4-year-old at home, so he keeps me on my toes all the time.
So, and the reason I ask is because I know you went through some transitions with
Yeah.
your cooking career,
I
right?
have.
And so as we cook, can we talk a little bit about it?
Of course.
Can we mix the two?
Of course,
Yeah,
of
just
course.
because, I think this is a wonderful career choice. And the fact that we're going to be making, what are we making today?
So today we're going to be making a zucchini pasta dish with a kale pesto, roasted tomatoes, and grilled chicken. So it's a very versatile dish. It can be completely vegan if you take out the chicken and the cheese here that we have for our pesto sauce. So it's really super light, great for the summertime, very seasonal, so it's a good.
And it's also a dish I think you can fool the children with.
Oh,
which
of
is why I
course.
brought them
My
into the
4-year-old has no
conversation.
idea that
Right.
this is not regular pasta.
Oh, I love it. So let's show everybody the pasta.
So this is our zucchini pasta. You can find it in any supermarket, just like that, spiralized, or you can get a zucchini and just spiralize it yourself if you have the little handheld machine. And it basically cooks very quickly, which is every mom's dream, right? Who wants to sit there waiting for pasta to boil?
And so, are you
And then
going to take
here,
us through the steps?
yeah, so here we have our roasted tomatoes, and you simply just throw them on a sheet pan with a little bit of olive oil and some salt and just roast them until they're blistering. And then here we have some grilled chicken, very simple. And then these are our ingredients for our pesto. We have kale, basil, walnuts, and a little bit of Parmesan cheese and some lemon.
Okay, and so the idea is that we're sharing with you guys how to, some of these items are pre-made already, right? Like
Yes.
the roasted
The
tomatoes.
roasted tomatoes, the chicken is already made.
Right.
And
so,
it's about bringing it all together.
Okay, so today you're going to bring it all together?
Yes.
Oh, my
What I
goodness.
definitely wanted to focus on was the kale pesto.
Okay.
Because it's such a versatile sauce, very simple to make. It's a great substitution for just having regular pesto because kale is so high in antioxidants. So I like the balance between the two. So here I have about a half a cup of kale. And you can, if you don't have a food processor at home, you can use a blender. So I'm just gonna put my kale in there. I have my basil, and then my walnuts. And walnuts is a great substitution to pine nuts, which is traditionally used for pesto. It's loaded with omega-3s, and it's a great source of protein. Put a little bit of cheese, some garlic cloves, and you always need an acid. So if you don't have lemon at home, but you have a little bit of vinegar, you can use that as well.
And why is it that you always need an acid?
Because it just balances out the flavors and it brings everything out.
Okay.
So about a half a lemon is good enough. And pesto is not pesto without olive oil.
Right, of course.
So traditionally when you're making a pesto, you want to add the olive oil as you blend it. But since I have this little food processor here, it doesn't have a hole on the top, so I'm just going to add it in. And then you're just going to mix it up. Until everything is well blended.
I'm just watching it blend and it looks delicious.
You kind of want it to have a little bit of texture in it, so you can just really pay attention to your olive oil, and you can add as much or as little as you'd like.
So right now we're focusing on what gives it the flavor.
Right.
And it's healthy,
Right.
the ingredients
Right.
as well.
And you can add a lot of different things to that. Like you can put the tomatoes in there and make it a roasted tomato pesto sauce. You can really get creative with it, which is why I love the sauce. You can use it as a dressing. You can use it really for anything.
Right, but right now the base that you're using is kale, basil, walnuts, and olive oil, and cheese and olive oil.
And a few garlic
And,
cloves.
right, garlic cloves and a half of lemon squeezed.
Yes.
Nice.
So we made our sauce, and it has a little bit of texture to it, which is exactly what we want. And so we're gonna mix everything together in our pot here.
Okay.
So we have a non-stick, which makes it super easy to not only clean, but it helps so that the zucchini noodles don't stick to the pan.
Okay.
Our pan is hot, which is super important before you add your oil. You always want your pan to be hot. And then we're going to just add in our noodles. You want to hear that sizzle.
I guess we'll be having zucchini pasta for breakfast today. Yay.
Once you smell everything, you're going to want it.
Oh my goodness. So basically you just put that in with olive oil and that's it?
Yep, just
but
a
you
little.
can also mince some garlic in there. if
You
wanna
can,
add,
but
right?
the garlic flavor is very strong in the pesto.
Okay.
Yeah. And the zucchini cooks very quickly, and we don't want to cook it till it's wilted. So
Right.
it's just we're just really heating it through. We're gonna add our tomatoes. And my favorite thing about this dish is the colors. I love
Right.
how vibrant and colorful it is.
I'll show them because they can't really see. See all the colors. Lovely.
Yes.
Love that.
And then we're just going to, and the way you can tell that it's almost ready is your zucchini is going to change from that super white color to a little bit of a translucent, and it's going to seem a little bit more loose instead of it being so firm. And then you basically just mix it all up. You can lower your fire, and then you just add your pesto.
And then the idea that it's vegetables, zucchini.
Yeah, it's really amazing. That's my favorite part about it because I fool my son all the time.
Right.
I mean, he's starting to become such a foodie now, so he's starting to know that it's not pasta,
Right.
but he still enjoys it.
Right.
You say pasta, and what kid doesn't want pasta?
Exactly. This looks scrum-alicious. And so the idea is really for us to stay away from those carbs, right?
Yeah, it's 100% gluten-free. There is no gluten at all in it, which is my favorite part because I suffer from issues with too much gluten. So it's really, it's just super easy to make. It's super quick. The only thing that would be the most time-consuming is your chicken. Your tomatoes in the oven will only take about 5 minutes, and everything is done within 30 minutes.
I want to show them. Look at this
Yes.
beautiful pan. Oh my goodness.
And it smells amazing.
It smells
Everyone is going
amazing. Look at that.
super healthy and light. You won't feel that bloated after eating a whole bowl of it.
Yes,
you can
that's
enjoy
important
it.
too. And then this is the
And then
final.
this is the finished product.
Yay! Look at that. Look, beautiful. And then that's an oregano.
That's a basil
A
leaf.
basil, and
Yep.
she puts the basil leaf on top to make it look really presentational and scrumalicious.
Yes.
And of course, we will be munching on this in between breaks. But we do thank you for being here.
Thank you
do
for
have any
having me.
last words for our guests?
Yes, so if you want to try any of my food, I'm going to be at a pop-up shop on June 1st for Pop-Up Shop Latino, so you can follow them and get information as to where it is and located. And I'm going to be focusing on health-conscious Spanish food, which is my specialty. And it's just really focusing on steering away from the traditional rice and fried things that we love to eat.
And supplementing it with
Yes.
like couscous and or
Right, and quinoa.
And quinoa,
Right,
right,
right.
yeah.
So there's a lot of alternatives that I just want to help people be more aware of.
Beautiful. And
Yes.
thank you for sharing it with our viewers. You guys, once
Thank
again,
you.
for more on Iliana's healthy dishes, please make sure to check her out on Instagram at chef_Iliana and on Facebook at Chef Manganiello. Manganiello. I got that
Yes,
right.
you did, you did.
Manganiello. All
You
right.
did.
Stay tuned, you guys. Bobby C's Weekly Sports Roundup is coming up next.